Okay, so you find yourselves in this thickly wooded grove in the swamp.
Yes.
Spongy ground, and you have just introduced yourselves, well, met and seen, the Blister Beast.
Hello, I am Gosberg Holtz. I have a hammer, and this is my lion.
Nice to meet you.
I already told him my name.
Yeah.
Orangandir.
Zafrap.
Do we not remember what happened the last time we gave our names in the Feywild?
It's okay.
She didn't
ask
for
if
them.
she could have them.
That's fair.
So you're fine.
So what happened last time?
You have given me your names willingly. Now I put them in my sack.
You fool.
My name sack.
What happened last time?
Sepple
Fieldbolts don't have
our
real
names.
names.
And she actually took our names.
Yeah.
What did
Like
that
in
mean?
Spirited Away.
We didn't suffer the repercussions of it because, like,
None of
we
us tried
earned
to.
our favor with her back before anything could happen, but yeah.
Yeah. Bad stuff.
What? What did you say?
Jesus.
I'm sorry, I'm a little silly right now. I'm cold and I get silly when I'm cold.
Okay,
I said I'm a caterpillar.
good for you. Are you gonna start eating?
Not until the food gets here.
Alright, so, continuing past Meg Caterpillar in the blanket, the Blister Beast, this large badger woman, looks down at you guys. It's
Okay.
like, and you want...
Need someone bring back alive.
I'm intrigued. Who is this man?
You're
I
the
love
man
it.
who likes dogs a bit too much.
A
A lover of animals.
who was good,
Yeah, we don't know that.
and we know enough. A man who was part of our community and a friend was unknowingly a part of his death and is being accused of
Misdeeds. We're here to save them, in other words.
correct.
Can you help? If so, what is your price?
I can help. What can you give me?
I flex.
I can give you the value of this dance.
Teach you the value of the dollar.
Pass.
Uh-oh. Nobody ever wants to dance with me.
Not even your wife?
No, she doesn't like dancing.
Harper Rowan's a bard, right?
Rowan is a bard.
What college?
Valor.
Okay.
It's battle magic. So you... Oh yeah. You weren't there. Gwen plays a bard now. What are you whispering? What is this?
He's saying if I was to do a bard, do College of Whispers.
But yeah, Gwen is playing a bard who can add their inspiration to your guys' damage rolls now. So that's pretty fucking baller. Because you guys weren't deadly enough.
Oh, we're so weak.
Well,
Right?
Yeah.
That is a sin of
Glass
God.
Cannon lost a wheel, so...
God,
Well.
that's how you guys survived, really, is like you didn't have a healer. You just kind of murdered things in 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Like you had like 2 tanks, a war mage, and a rogue ranger dealio.
They're basically glass cannon.
And they're very much
No.
not glass cannons.
We're a glass cannon with a real ball.
No, I'm saying you're a glass cannon as a group. You can't really sustain yourself in a prolonged fight.
No, and one of the wheels just fell
They
off the
sustain
cannon.
themselves by not getting hit.
And said wheel is probably going to be hung, but that's fine.
And I'm just imagining
seem to be
cannon of
looking
glass with
forward.
a wheel that's hanging above it.
No, it's... I'm making fun because it's all I can do at this point.
Yeah.
Gallows scene.
Alright.
I mean, unless you want some more interaction between Karina and Ricky.
That's probably a no.
What do you need? What do you desire?
You say this person loved animals.
Yes.
From what we know.
Yes.
Dogs, yes.
A bit too much in my opinion.
What did he use the dogs for?
I don't know.
Friendship mostly. Hunting, maybe.
Security.
Definitely security.
Definitely security.
Definitely security.
I shall ask for service.
Okay, what is it?
Not from any of you.
Okay, never mind.
From us.
From him?
From him.
But he is dead. What can he do?
How can he accept?
Wait, do you have to speak with dead?
Checks.
No.
Don't you? Oh.
Okay. Let me
I
check.
don't know actually.
Let me check some stuff.
Because I'm a level 6 paladin technically. Because my last 3 levels are
What
fire.
level is Speak with Dead?
Oh. Yeah.
It's like a
Third?
third.
Yeah, I don't have 3rd level
Oh,
spells.
I
I'm
don't
only
have
level
that yet.
6 paladin.
I don't have Speak with Dead.
So cold.
Meg, you need to start. Just tell me. I'll give you the start.
No. I want to be a caterpillar.
Alright.
If he does not wish it, he
Really,
does
my
not
arms
need
were
to
cold.
accept anything. But I wish to hear him say it.
Okay.
And she will begin the reincarnation process.
How long does that take?
1 hour.
Okay. Sir, who wants to make patty cake for 1 hour?
Go in the corner.
Then we're going to make patty cake in the corner?
And she begins setting things up in this grove. She unwraps the body. And she kneels at its head. At Wolfgang's head. Wolfgang, you can see his body is much more white and pale now. She places her 2 sharp-nailed hands on him, and you see green energy begin to flow from her to him. And Arungandir, something you know, you've talked about this sort of stuff with being in training for Druidcraft. Normally this spell costs, it requires rare oils and unguents. She does not appear to need any of those. This is some powerful magic that she's using. So Seppel's saying she's one of the most powerful mages in the world. Probably not an understatement.
Damn straight.
She doesn't need material components for this. 1 hour passes, and I need each of you to make a wisdom save.
Oh. Okay.
As the whispers in your mind,
Oh.
though subdued
Just
because
a 19.
Nice.
she doesn't see you as hostile,
24.
they do have an effect.
24?
Not 20.
16.
Hold up.
Well, plus. Sorry. Sorry, soft 20.
Soft 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is wisdom?
Wisdom. Just 1.
Peepers also,
Oh,
and
peepers.
Mala.
Oh, Lord.
Actually, do I have to...
Well, what about my
Yes,
lion?
any creature, yes.
Okay. Same thing with my
Oh,
lion?
yeah, I also get advantage.
Yeah.
'Cause my
Natural
lion's a-
20 from Mala.
Right?
Okay.
I get advantage?
She is fine.
What a mala.
Just in
I
case
know.
I
For
get
what?
a natural 20. Nope, alright, so it's 16.
Zakrab, you were fine, don't worry.
Yeah.
What's
Oh,
the
for
modifiers
peepers.
for a
So
lion?
Where I need to...
Check. Lion!
Oh, I have that stat.
14.
14. Okay.
Oh shit.
Alright.
You never want to hear
It's a lot of high roll. It's
Yeah,
a
boss.
+1 for the lion.
Oh, so
never mind.
16.
16. Okay. What did Peepers get?
I haven't done that yet. Okay.
I have Volos here for you.
I found it.
It's an 18.
Alright, that's a 16.
Oh, sorry.
That is 18.
18. Okay.
So it wasn't 18.
Most of you did alright. But, I'll have you guys roll it. Torvi, Peepers, and Cornelius.
Okay.
All of you roll a d20.
Okay. Any modifiers or no?
No.
Okay.
This is just d20. It's not a check or save or anything. This is just...
Okay.
To
What?
determine an effect, huh?
Yes.
11.
10.
14.
All right. What'd you get?
10.
Okay, that's not too bad. So for about 6 seconds, you feel like you are poisoned. At one point during this hour, you become extremely ill, and you feel sluggish. But it passes rather quickly. What do peepers get?
14.
And then,
You're fine. You had the poison condition for 1 round.
no.
14? Zafrab, you're watching this process. You're watching her strange arcane ritual. It's like no magic you've ever seen before. And then, out of nowhere, Peepers, like, as the whispers seem to hit a crescendo in all of your minds, Torvi looks a little bit sick, and then Peepers stops floating and
That can't be good.
drops. But then after a few seconds, you're like, "Huh?" He gets up. As he was incapacitated until the beginning of his turn.
Is he okay?
And Cornelius,
So-
what did Cornelius get?
I hope.
11.
Cornelius was also poisoned for a round, which passed.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a high DC.
Yeah.
You see Gosper just eating tiny grains of corn off his lion.
Do not eat your lion.
That's weird.
It paws your face, not aggressively, but like when you try to do that.
Don't.
Lion claw.
Don't.
Stop!
Oh, stop.
It like
But you
knocks you
are-
down and is on top of you when you try to do that.
What are you doing?
Then starts eating your hair. Sees
Okay.
how you likes it.
Sees how's used like.
Yes. Sees
Oh,
how you likes it.
See how Hughes likes it.
Very well, eat the hat.
And as this ritual is happening, you hear the Blister Beast whispering these arcane words. We cut to Ricky and Karina.
No. Okay.
You hear Apollo again.
Oh, hey, Apollo, what you doing?
He's outside the cell. In the room with you guys.
Drugs?
You get the intention he's got something better.
Oh, what you got?
Back up.
What you mean by backup? You get more a little axolotl friends? What you get? You got a dragon? What you got? What you got? What you got?
The guard comes by and it's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "Ah!" And a swarm of rats.
Oh my god.
Ah, son of a bitch! God damn it! He pulls out his tiny ship and charges in to the fray.
Is he gonna take? He's gonna die.
God damn it! Gillis! Boss! Like, ah! And the guards are now fighting rats. It's the church rats! Get them!
Wait, I can help you! Just let me in, I'll help you!
It's a bunch of guards. The rats do not win. No one dies. When I preface that.
Just the rats decimate all the guards in the town while we're gone.
Look, man, rabies is a bitch.
The bubonic plague starts.
The only people that don't die are the ones that can cure disease.
Jeez. Okay.
So later we see Gillis Torre, like an hour later, an hour into this confrontation later, there's not as many dead rats as you would expect on the floor.
They're survivors.
But there's a few, yeah, a lot of them definitely got away. Gillis Torre comes up to your cell with a bunch of fucking bite marks and shit on his face.
Get
Under
this. I would like to point out I have nothing to do with any of
I
this.
had nothing to do with it!
Shush. Shush. I don't want to hear it.
Okay. Ah, what the hell? You should just let me out.
Fucking pink thing comes by again. You tell it to stop.
Okay.
He's too far.
Oh, really?
He's too far from your telepathic range.
Oh, okay.
But for fuck's sake, we do see Apollo hanging out in the shadows with a shiv as like guards run by, and he's got some rat buddies making hand signals.
He's starting a war.
The rats.
Viva la
He
revolution.
befriended the rats.
Yes, they're going to execute me. Please do it quickly. I'm tired of his shenanigans.
Guys, the orc could take that one, but an axolotl came super close. An axolotl could come closer to taking over Nutwood, an entire army of orcs.
And later,
he actually infiltrated them.
later that day, we see a guard ting, 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 putting a new wanted poster up in Nutwood. And it's of like a tiny axolotl with the helmet and
a
one
shiv.
sketch without. It's like wanted for capture.
Out of curiosity, have they interrogated us yet?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
But yeah, we see Major Payne escape, go back to the drawing board, and the flying snake comes out, flicks its tongue at it, and he jumps on its back. And they fly off to their next place.
You just rode the winged snake? What the fuck?
If we're doing like this, is what we're doing. This is Red Bull right now. Oh my goodness.
Let me die. I've seen too much.
Kill me!
I know too much.
Kill me.
Just let
That
me die.
axolotl will come for you, man.
I know, right?
The axolotl is now a public enemy.
Public enemy number 1,
Pretty much. I mean,
Apollo,
the other two are locked in.
aka Major Payne.
So, like, yeah, I think so.
Ah.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm
Next-
glad this town's biggest problem right now
It's
is
a
an
rat
axolotl.
It's a
The
rat
other
problem.
two are locked in a fucking cell. I don't know what you want. Like, the guards need a reason to exist. They're just like, yeah, fuck it.
So we'll
the
fight
reason
an
it exists
axolotl.
to keep this shit from happening. And you're failing.
Well, we're going to like this arcane stuff. This axolotl.
Yeah, you guys are trying to Meanwhile, like Gillis has recruited all the people who are not currently sitting at the table to help deal with the problem.
It'll be hilarious if it turned out by the time we come back, the entire town has been taken over by the fucking axolotl and the rats.
Like the town's
There's
on
not
fire.
that many. It's not an army of rats. It was a swarm.
And like half the swarm is dead now.
Not half, but yeah.
Good, yeah, just, you know.
Like
Burn everything.
They survived to bathe in wine again. Meanwhile, in the Feywild, where the actual game is taking
Yeah, I was
place.
gonna say, meanwhile, back to the important shit.
Swipe. Okay. So, 1 hour passes. And the Blister Beast is chanting these arcane words. And she comes to the end of her spell. And she says, "Child of man, rise again," and some other stuff. And it is reincarnate. So we're gonna see how he comes back.
What he comes back as.
So basically, going to use the Zone of Truth in order to prove that he is.
Who he is.
Yeah.
That's easy enough.
Which Gillis can cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, does it say the DM can choose? The DM can choose, so if I don't like it, fuck what I roll.
Well, he's not coming back as a bugbear. That is an option.
I know it is.
He's coming back as a goblin.
I want him
No,
to
I'm
come
not a
back
fan.
as a bugbear.
That's actually, I remember fucking reading the Monstrous Races book from like 3rd edition,
Yeah.
and like, it's like, playing a monster race, you know, playing a humanoid monster race, and one of the examples is like, yeah, someone got reincarnated and came back as a bugbear.
Playing as a freaking wolf man.
Ow.
Not a werewolf, but a wolf man.
What's going on?
Quiet, caterpillar.
I am a caterpillar!
Create your cocoon.
What?
Create your cocoon.
I will.
You want to hear something? You want to hear something? You want to hear something cool? Here's a caterpillar whose cocoon looks like a piece of dropping.
I thought you were gonna tell
I
us
thought
something
all
cool.
caterpillars cocoons
There's also a
look
caterpillar
like
that looks like a Trump's toupee.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, called the Trump caterpillar. But the thing is, it's actually pretty deadly.
Trumpet
If you touch its spikes, it can actually straight up give you a solid 3 hours of intense pain.
Yeah.
Give
Poisonous, yeah.
It's poisonous.
glaucoma.
Catter Trump.
I'm just trying to remember,
That's a good name.
if it's poison or venom.
It's poison. Venom
yeah.
means that it's injecting you.
Yeah.
With the
Venom
intent
means
to
it's
kill.
organic.
No, venom means that it's injecting you with the intent
All right.
to kill.
Venom means it's
Venom is it bites you. Poison is you bite it.
No, venom is injecting. It's not just bite. Because stinging is also venomous.
I know
Yeah.
that too. Venom is it strikes you. Poison is you bite it.
Basically, a good rule of thumb is that venom is for offensive and poison is for defensive.
Yeah, but everything in D&D is poison damage. So like, I don't. Even
wanna
though
do
most things
venom
are venom,
damage.
but it's a thing.
Yeah.
Personally, I wish that they used it. I don't know. It's a thing. Fuck it. It bothers me to no end. Now you know. But this ritual concludes. I've decided what I fucking want it to be. Because I didn't like the first two rolls, and I was like, no, it's not Bugbear. Bugbear's not on the table, and I wouldn't do it if it was.
It was on
Dragonborn?
It's not on the table. It's all the basic playable races.
I'll put this here.
You see his body shift slightly, and his skin becomes darker, and his ears begin to point.
Oh, he's a dark elf.
He's not a dark elf.
Is he a moon elf?
He is now a wood elf.
Oh, cool. Okay. I was gonna say if he's a moon elf, that would be interesting.
Now he
And
lives
he
in
opens his eyes.
No, it would be interesting if he came back as a dwarf.
Oh, yeah, that would be even more interesting.
Oh my gosh, imagine if he came back as a gnome. Now I could
He
ride
comes
dogs
back.
into war.
I mean, we did him a favor. He's gonna live for a long time.
Yeah.
He opens his eyes. He's like, "Well, what happened? Where am I?"
Hello!
Friend, you're
again.
back. Don't freak out. There is
You're alive!
someone with a badger head above
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, he freaks out at that. What
No one ever
the
listened.
fuck happened? Where am I? Where?
You're in a mud hut.
You're
You're
in
outside
the
the mud hut.
Feywild.
Oh.
You're in the Feywild.
What?
We're in the Feywild. You died.
Do you remember how you died?
Ricky fucking shot me with magic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that killed you.
Ricky fucking shot me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what happened. And we found out about a bounty on you.
Don't worry, we're not going to send you to Stalheim.
No.
I would like to discuss a few things, but first you need to know what's happened to you. It's
What?
nothing negative. So, are you calm?
I mean, I was dead and not now, I guess. So
You need me to pet your head until you are calm.
Don't touch him.
Don't.
Fair enough.
You,
You are not sanitary.
because of the spell that was used to bring you back, you're no longer human. You are an elf now. Pointy ears,
grabs his ears. He's
affinity for the forest.
Jesus,
You don't have to sleep as long,
Oh,
and
I
you'll
thought-
live much longer.
okay. I'm sorry. This is a lot to take in.
Yes. Could we have a cup of tea or anything?
The Blister Beast looks you guys over.
Please, gracious host.
I have no tea.
Oh, that's too bad. What do you drink?
Water and fruit juice.
Could we have some fruit juice?
I was gonna say, hi.
Wait, what kind of fruit?
Dragon fruit.
Dragon
Can
fruit.
you even
Dragon
juice the
fruit
dragon
juice?
fruit? I don't think you
I
can.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, you can.
Really?
Yeah.
You can juice anything if you try hard enough.
I'm gonna juice this cantaloupe.
I could juice.
You know what?
actually
It's
I
fine.
could
We'll have
juice
water.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you
From
just
what
get
you were
my
told,
blood
this is a
guts.
fake courtier. She's not
Yeah.
used to serving
Want
people.
to eat my blood and guts?
It's like but she will snap her fingers and like, say a fucking dryad appears.
It's not a treant.
No, not a tree. This one cannot create trees.
Ah, mini-ant!
You're a mini-ant.
Fetch refreshments for our guest from inside. So the Dryad goes off to fetch you guys refreshments. You and I have something to discuss. Wolfgang of Stalheim. I brought you back. I wish for services in return. What do you want? You are a hunter at the head of a pack of dogs. I wish you to continue this in my service.
Oh.
You will be my hunter.
Oh, warlock.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
He doesn't know what. He's very lost. This is a lot at once for him.
What she is asking is, would you be her champion?
Not necessarily champion, but you will serve me in exchange for having returned you to life. Is this agreeable? For a time. We will say from your new extended lifespan, 100 years in a day.
What do you say, Wolfgang?
You may return to your home, visit, and do what you wish, but I will call upon you from time to time when I require a hunter. I guess I accept. Good. And the Dryad comes out with these cups made of wood that are filled with orange juice.
Thank you.
I'm gonna grab them. I'm gonna wait for everyone else to drink first.
I'll drink.
I don't trust this mini-ant.
Oh.
Wolfgang is sitting there and kind of quietly and drinking. 2 of my dogs got killed too. Could you bring them back too? And she says, "Oh yes, I think we can do that."
What?
What?
Of course.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't question it.
She doesn't need money to cast this fucking spell.
No.
She'll do it. She got it twice a day.
She revives them and they come back as bugbears.
The dogs will not come back as humanoids. The dogs will come back as a different breed of dog.
Come back as freaking.
I decided in my head.
Yeah. They come
Or
back
corgi.
together as one Koglam dog.
Glom dog.
One of them was a corgi. I'd like to point out. It could come back as a corgipede.
Oh
It
yeah.
could come back as a corgipede.
Corgipeds
have a
are fey.
We just have a Corgipede running around. No.
Don't
Bringing back bombs
dash
and
our
shit.
Fun.
I'm here to dash your fun. That is my job.
That's why the two of us are.
I am here to make
Exactly.
you suffer.
Now,
You broke my cocoon.
I do need to ask you about a friend who is involved in this whole unfortunate.
You're asking this to Wolfgang?
Yeah, in this unfortunate aspect.
Who?
This person's name is Karina Nightshade. She was made aware of your bounty and was going to confront you about it. She brought along ill-advised help. I'm not saying she was in the right.
Is that the one who broke into my house?
Yes.
Okay.
We are asking, and I know this is a lot, but would you show mercy to her? It is all we can ask.
Man, like... he's just struggling with shit
Yeah.
at the moment. It's a lot.
Please, when we get back to Nutwood, you can tell us then.
Yeah. I really was dead, wasn't I?
Yeah.
You had 2 massive holes in your chest.
Yeah.
To be fair, I shot Ricky twice.
Good.
Just good.
He isn't dead though. Ready to go?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm ready to go.
Stick close. We'll be out of this soon.
Oh, don't touch any glowing crystal things.
Right, don't touch any glowy crystal things.
Trust me, I wanted to pet one, but then I found out it makes skeletons mean.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you again,
Skeletons aren't already.
Thank
Blister
you,
Beast.
Blister Beast.
How do I heed your command? And she says, I will find you.
That is not creepy whatsoever.
No, right?
No, it's completely reasonable and normal.
You know, right?
For warlocks, it is.
Imagine if we
And you guys leave the swamp. You take the long walk back.
Mm-hmm.
Sepple is waiting for you.
Hello, Supple.
She is sitting on a chair made of earth.
We're back.
Hello! I see you're sitting on a mud chair.
Aye.
It's not mud, dirt.
So a dirt chair. A jar. A chair.
Would you like to have a seat?
Shirt. A shirt!
I wish I had silence.
A hand forms out of the dirt in front of her and slowly moves towards you like because she doesn't appear to want to put in the effort to get up to do that.
Now my lips taste like mud.
Good. Ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes!
Thank you.
Thank you!
Everyone hold hands.
Make sure you don't have any of that stuff on you.
That Mala perches on your shoulder again. You all put hands on peepers.
Oh, we were all gonna do it, and it was gonna be cute, but we didn't do it. 'cause we did too fast.
Oh, we have to take this prison. Oh, the prison is slowly breaking.
Gillis, kill me now.
What if I could?
Ricky, we'll get out of here.
What if I could?
The first prison I've ever been in.
All right.
Or kill him, I don't care.
It's like
God.
you hear. Yeah, you guys are sitting in jail. You hear a voice. It's like, Torres, you're gonna want to see this. He gets up. He walks out into the town center, town square. The fucking showdown music starts. Gillis is standing there, his hand crossbow on his belt. Apollo on the blind snake.
Your fucking axolotl's gonna get killed.
So you finally showed yourself. You got a lot of guts coming around these parts.
Why is this suddenly a Western?
And they're staring each other down. Apollo has a tiny little crossbow that Gregory Phillips used to use to shave, but he dropped it at someone else's house when he was sleeping with a woman.
He was sleeping with that man's daughter.
And then it says the part where it starts speeding up. It's like, done. And like Gillis is like, we get a close-up of Gillis's eyes, and then Apollo's tiny little axolotl eyes squinting, both of them waiting for the first person.
And then, do we show up at that point?
Inside cocoon.
Yeah, everyone in town is watching. We'll
Tumbleweed just-
say that is when you guys show up and you're watching this
It's just
display.
go, what's happening?
Shh. I want to see how this plays out.
He's got a tiny little belt on his little axolotl body. Their fingers are twitching.
He's got a Stetson on.
Yeah, he's got a tiny little axolotl Stetson taken from someone's dollhouse or something.
And like little tiny cowboy boots.
A single bead of sweat goes down Gillis's brow. Apollo licks his lips. And they both draw at the same time. And I'm gonna fucking roll.
This is gonna be like.
Apollo shoots him, it'd be like
Apollo.
being shot with a needle.
And if Gillis shoots him, it's gonna be like
Hitting with a log.
Being shot with a ballista.
Okay, so they both draw and fire their crossbows. Apollo, this tiny little toothpick goes into Gillis's hand, and his bolt goes flying into the bar. And he drops his hand crossbow.
He does like the.
This is so
Holy crap.
Just fireball.
And then Gillis is like, "Son of a bitch, get here, you little son of a bitch!" And he starts running after the fucking axolotl. He charges and tries to grab it and
Just
fucking
like
slips through his
Asterix.
fingers.
Asterix.
The flying snake comes around, it jumps on it and flies away into the sunset.
We just wanted to see you.
What the hell was that?
What?
You seem to be busy.
Pulls a toothpick out of his wrist. Son of
Did
a...
you just lose to an axolotl?
Shut up!
We have someone you would be interested to meet.
Yeah, what?
We
Yes.
brought Wolfgang back to life!
Just silence throughout the town.
New wood elf Wolfgang. It's like, hey, yeah, I guess I was reincarnated?
That is a thing, apparently!
It is a thing.
It is a thing.
With magic.
You're supposed to say it is a thing.
From all, you know what? Based on how much shit and rat poop that Frostberg is eating, this could all be a fever dream if you wouldn't know.
Well,
You're not fucking with me?
no, you can cast the Zone of Truth if you want. Okay.
Oh, whoa.
Zone of truth!
Did
You all
just
make
lose to
wisdom
an
saving throws?
axolotl?
Not if you're
Yes.
willing.
Yeah, but I want to do it anyway. I want to try and see.
So wait, did you actually lose to an axolotl?
Just, it's like, I am a
Gosberg,
That would be
Yes?
a 12.
I will shut down your church for your rat wine.
giant- That is not up to health
Zip.
codes.
Out of curiosity, did the entire town see that?
No, a lot of people saw it.
There was a woman who went and closed the
Yeah,
the window still.
Ethel fainted somewhere off.
And then one kind of, shut up, Ethel!
Choke on a shut up sandwich shell.
Oh my god, shut the
Yeah,
fuck up!
Surly saw it and like
Just to kill you!
Rowan was watching from the door of the tavern, and then Schmilvadors was like, "No, stop!" And just like gad armed Rowan away. It's like, "No, you're too young to see this."
Alright, guys.
And they just like fly up to the window and look anyways. Food here?
It's going to be in like 2
Alright.
minutes.
Okay.
Well, that's still 2 minutes.
2 seconds.
Wow, that's a hell of a
Well, that's
No,
a
I said 2 minutes. I
That's
meant
a
2
very-
seconds.
that's still 2 seconds.
Anyways, continuing on, please.
Alright, and Gillis basically spends the next few minutes questioning Wolfgang, trying to ask him things only Wolfgang would know.
Like his mother's maiden name.
His dog's
security
name.
number.
Why didn't you just ask him if he's
Like his dog's
Wolfgang?
He asks him if he's Wolfgang. He says yes, of course, but he's double checking.
Or, you know, who the name of the person he killed?
Asks him who his dogs are.
Name of his first pet.
The name of his one true love?
The street that he grew up
What
on.
His
superhero
first
he would
high
like
school.
to be if he was?
Who's his town hero?
My God.
Yeah.
Alright, we got
just
it. We got the
security.
joke.
What is your name? Wolfgang. You know, like, what are your dog's name? And he names all of his dogs.
What is your quest?
Find the Holy Grail.
What
is your
is the airspeed velocity of a swallow?
African or European.
Mala just dive bomb.
You're a big swallow.
Not this fast, bitch! Just blasting. What the fuck?
The fuck was that?
I looked it up. I forgot what it was.
So if we no
Yeah,
harm, no foul, he's alive.
Does that avoid
So
Yeah,
Does
it's
that
real
make it
easy to clean up murder.
Does that make it attempted murder instead of murder?
No, he died. It's not. There's nothing attempted about it. It happened.
Yeah, but now he's back.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Wolfgang's back.
Tell us. Guess
No
who's
body,
back?
no murder.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
So, sir, what now?
Body, no
He's
crime.
back. Does that mean Corina gets a lesser sentence?
It ain't up to me, man. We'll
Okay.
talk it over. I mean, a dude did die.
But
The
you
fact
will,
that he's back,
you will bring this forward.
I will
to the-
bring it forward that you guys did that for him. That's real nice of you guys. It's a bit weird to explain it, but I figure if we have a fucking druid go up and say, yeah, that's a fucking thing, then sure, yeah, that works.
We call, as our professional witness, a druid.
I know like 20 druids.
Yeah, bring
We
a
call
few.
as our witness the Blister Beast.
Yeah, we'll ask Sigurd.
Disappears? Yes! Alright, well, I'll go get some of my village elders.
Yeah, they'll talk. They'll do that. For now, Wolfgang's like, actually, I want to go talk to Ricky. And Queen.
Do you mind if I am there?
Why would you want to be there?
Entertainment.
Entertainment.
I knew it! I knew it, you have a grudge.
Well, I guess both the people that I've asked to help me with making a shield.
God damn it, that shield's never gonna get made.
Jordan turns to me and goes, "Why is it that the people that I keep asking to help me with this shield always get arrested?"
I got it.
It's like Mudfoot comes around,
kind of
so shield ready yet?
Well, first I
It's
asked.
a lot of money.
First I asked Karina to help me, then she got arrested. Then I asked then I asked.
It was risky.
Then I asked Ricky to help me, and well, you know what happened there. So,
What do you need help with?
the smithing part of the shield.
Oh, I could do that.
All right, please don't get arrested.
Right as he says,
I don't know.
that manacle gets
This
slapped.
seems like
I spit on the concrete.
you're
Hey,
two
you can't do that
blacksmiths
here.
down. I feel like there's a pattern emerging.
Okay. So now what?
I just like the idea that you fucking hire someone else and then immediately they get arrested. Like the next person, you just ask like a blacksmith in Stahlheim or just on the road somewhere, some shit little village, and it's like, sure, I can do that for you. It's like, great, I'll have it ready for you tomorrow. Okay, and he seems like a super nice dude. Next day you show up, there's a bunch of guards at his place. He's like, you'll never find the you
bodies.
fucking pigs. You'll never find. And they're just bringing out just
Stacks of corpses.
just fucking cocaine by the barrel. Just barrels full of cocaine
With
and
dead
meth.
bodies,
They
pieces
find
stuck
dead
in
bodies.
the
No, they
cocaine.
break down the walls. They find dead bodies inside it.
You're just like, oh come on!
Here you go. For you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know how many utensils we have.
I can eat with
Your
the
hand?
utensils I were given.
Yeah,
So,
One
my
for
God-given utensils.
Glasses.
Karina and Ricky,
you. One for
you have some visitors.
Thank you.
Wolfgang shows up,
Uh-oh.
but you don't know that actually. It's just a fucking wood elf.
Okay.
And Zaphrad
man.
for entertainment value.
And also to help make sure that doesn't go too out of hand.
What's that?
That too.
Utensils.
Oh, okay. They're
And,
inside you
and
now.
just happens to be while you're
What?
sitting
Are
there
there
not
the sides
knowing
inside here already or
it's
no?
him, you're going, man,
What?
I'm so
Are the sides
sorry.
in the
That was
box
an
also or
awful
no?
thing
Yeah.
I had
Okay.
done. If I
can turn
if
on
I
the light
could talk to
real
him
quick.
face to face, I would say, I am the scum of the earth. Please forgive me.
I don't have message. Or send anything like that.
Oh man, Ricky don't want to die. Okay, so is Ricky gonna get out of here or what?
Ricky, shut up.
By the way, I saw that. By the way, I saw you got kicked by Apollo. Your ass kicked by Apollo, so that was hilarious.
Gillis is not here,
Oh, okay. So wait,
and you did not see that.
Oh, okay. So,
You're in a cell. You don't get to see much in general.
oh, okay.
It's been a very boring and for Karina annoying few days. Yeah.
I I don't want to die here. I'm willing to do anything and everything.
Is that all of
to be
them?
fair, you won't die in here.
Yeah.
You'll be hung outside.
All the forks?
Yep. There's one there, so
Everyone
that's
has
from
one?
me.
Okay.
So everyone has one. Well, don't take it out, you know?
Please.
Okay, because I don't have one.
Here.
Oh,
I don't
then-
want to die in this town.
go get
Look, I'll leave and never come back. Please just let me live. I'll live. I'll do anything.
One moment.
I'll assume the position if I need to.
You know what? I'm not eating anyway because I have to do fucking narration, so fuck it. So this wood elf man says, like, you fucking killed me, Ricky.
I know it. I am sorry. Wait, do I know you?
Just admits it, and then is like, who are you?
I'm Wolfgang.
Oh!
These fellas, and
So I have a question.
Mothers.
Which god did they sacrifice you to bring you back to life? Was it Bahal?
I don't think there was
Found
any
a shrine
god
in my
involved.
fucking room.
There wasn't a god involved, but there was an archfey.
What the fuck is an archfey?
Very powerful fae.
The fuck is a fae?
That's a story that could go on for a while.
What the
Okay.
fuck were you doing at my house, and why the fuck did you kill me?
Okay, she wanted me to come with. You ask her.
Why did he kill you? I don't know. I was in the house. I told him not to kill you. I was presented a bounty from the city of Stolheim saying that you were wanted for murder. I was just investigating. I had plans to question you, but obviously it's not really how it went down, unfortunately.
And you killed me, why?
Self-defense.
He's just a psycho.
You paralyzed me and then killed my dogs.
Yeah, but then you chased me and I had to defend myself.
That's not self-defense, that's murder. What I was doing was self-defense.
He's got you there.
Yeah, but I was technically an accessory to murder. She wanted to get them. She wanted to bring me along. She didn't got to, but she did. She knew I was unstable.
What is
No,
that
I wanted
argument?
to bring the sensual death along. I had no idea.
Yeah, and I am essential death. You think so?
Oh, really? Then why have you been saying that you weren't for the past God knows how long?
Really? You think you should ask me that? If you knew I was essential death, then why did you fucking feed into my fantasies?
What? The hell are you talking about?
You knew I was essential death. You wanted the essential death to come, so you fed into my fantasies, thus making me the victim of bribery and blackmailing. And also,
I didn't
making
offer
me
you
a
money.
victim because you knew I was insane and took advantage of that.
He's making the insane plea.
Sanity plea.
You knew I was unstable. You knew I had my triggers, so you had.
How would I know you're unstable? I've never interacted with you.
Yeah, and you knew I was going out at night dressing up as a superhero and going out and murdering bandits.
Okay. All of us murder bandits.
Yeah, but I did it during the night.
Okay.
Also, I had a weird billboard thing looking for Haas the Marauder.
We all want to find Haas.
Yeah, but I was doing it in a weird, creepy way.
No, that's just like a wanted poster.
No,
Bigger.
like I was doing things with string and a map.
I don't even.
Clearly, I am insane, and I'm not responsible for my own actions.
This level of self-awareness is unusual.
Especially for someone who's insane.
Doesn't seem insane to me then.
If he's saying all that, I would say that he's very cognizant of what he did.
Wolfgang, I would like to dearly apologize for what happened.
I also like to apologize for what happened. That was not my intention.
I had to tell you 3 times not to kill anything.
And then you did.
And whose fault was that for bringing me along?
I'm sorry that I wanted to include you in something.
Wolfgang leaves the room at this point.
I'm outside. Well,
He's still inside. But he comes out with 2 wrapped up bundles. 1 corgi sized. Another one slightly bigger.
What happened if we played the bag of devouring living like crystals?
And then he exits with those and he's like, I want to go check on my dogs real quick too.
they're fine.
And he goes and he checks up on his house and sees his broken window and the fucking damage to his fence from thunder damage. That is, yeah, and takes care of his dogs. And interestingly enough, they seem to recognize him. By smell and everything.
Wow, what an ordeal.
Powerful beings love their deals.
They do. Well, what does the council say now? Let's find that out.
There's gonna be a town hall meeting tonight.
Alright.
Where the people of the community can issue their opinions. They want to hear what the people have to say.
The people are leading.
How democratic.
Nobody?
The
What?
people are rioting. The rats are rioting. Frankly, it's a little disquieting.
The rats haven't been emboldened since their leader defeated the town guard's chief.
Alright, so there's another town hall meeting. And everyone is there. It's in Rascal's house again. There's a lot more people than there usually are, and you can see Rascal's wife is struggling to find chairs for it. Like they borrowed some from the neighbors.
I'm like, I'll stand.
Yeah. It's like, alright, we got a lot of issues to deal with tonight. Chief among them, we had a murder which has been, for the most part, fixed, but it is a big blow to the safety of our sound of mindness of our community. We've also been having a lot more problems with the rats and some kind of little pink lizard thing. We gotta discuss that. And Surly's like, they've been getting in not just the wine now, they've been emboldened. They're trying to get into beer, whiskey, whatever they can get their dirty little paws on.
Also, the axolotl defeated the town guard's leader.
Shut up, Gosberg!
Are we not afraid of that? I am.
Toothpick. My finger slipped.
Nobody's afraid of that.
So look, we're all very freaked out by the small axolotl situation and its ability to elude our law enforcement.
A damn shame.
Well,
So now what?
Who says that?
Sorry.
Ricky's not there.
He's like suspended in a cage.
Sorry.
it's like the fucking Hocus Pocus scene. It's like the
Yeah.
two fucking morons.
So I
just
wanted to do
suspended.
Gosberg voice, but I had my mouth full.
Oh, Ricky still doesn't have shoes, does he?
Nope.
Yeah, I haven't had shoes this entire time.
So what now?
First order of business. Like to welcome back Wolfgang, who's been reincarnated from the dead.
Woo!
He's kinda
That's
like
not gonna be a
silent.
weird thing for everyone. And I think your opinion might be one of the most important ones, Wolfgang. But we would like to hear from everybody. This involves all of us as a community. as y'all know, we're out here on the frontier. We don't got a lot in the way of prison keeping. Those two are in there in one cell together, for crying out loud. We're trying to expand that, but we've never had the need to. So we could just put a piece of plywood between them, keep them from killing each other. I don't know. But we ain't set up to carry prisoners long term. We've never had big problems with this. With the orcs, we fought them, we killed them. With other folk, we might cut off a hand, or situation warranted, we would deal with some things permanently. Does anyone have anything they'd like to put forward?
I want to say Farina helped defend this town.
She did.
Then again, so did Ricky. I don't think that helps.
No, but Karina wasn't a part of this town. But she chose to help.
And she chose to stay.
There's a dwarf in the room who speaks up. None of you know, because it's not
It's not.
because it's not Clum or Vilney, who you normally deal with. But it's a dwarf who has red hair and some features similar to Ricky's. It says,
It's Ricky's clone.
hey everyone, so I realized my cousin fucked up.
Who's his cousin?
This is your cousin Baldric, who
Oh.
helped reform you from the cult.
Oh.
Is the one who paid for that shit. My cousin fucked up. Like, he fucked up as much as you can fuck up. But he's gotten better. Like, things have been so much worse, and that was a lapse. That was absolutely fucked, and that should not have happened. And I blame myself for that a little bit. I've tried to help get him reformed and things, and it hasn't always gone the way I've expected. It's been a challenge. But I ask that y'all show mercy to my cousin. But I realize what he did ain't entirely acceptable. And he takes a seat. And then one man goes, "Kill them both!" No, I'm fucking. Kill them both! They slept with my daughter! No,
Have
that was
them-
Gregory Phillips.
Send them out to capture Gregory Phillips.
Oh. What did the council say?
They're listening to people. And you hear mumblings in the room. Some people don't like it. Some people don't like their chances. It's a large room, there's lots of people talking. Some people want to be good folk. But yeah. The council eventually stops it, since no one else has anything to say. Unless you fucking want to, because this is an open forum for y'all.
I'm formulating.
Well, what I'll say lastly is, this is a town of second chances. Third or even fourth chances. I don't think there are many of you who haven't done something or run from something.
Mordenkainen is sitting in the back. Preposterous! Says the man from another world.
But this town has helped us form into something better, something greater, a community that is willing to stand with and protect and uphold what we know to be right. And can we truly say we are these good, accepting people if we are not willing to extend the grace that everyone else has been extended to? That is all I have to say.
All right.
I second that.
As do I.
The tribe has spoken. Gosberg, you are no longer a member of the tribe.
Just after all this, Gosborg is Gosborg.
Oh, come on! You're being kicked off the island.
Gosborg.
You're being kicked off the
I
island.
am God.
Wait, no, who's Gosborg?
Okay,
Why is he kicked off the tribe?
It's like, alright, second issue. Does anyone have any ideas on how to deal with these rats?
Poison.
And that axolotl tried that.
Well, I can't poison the wine.
I've got a mongoose.
That. Now that.
I actually have
Second
an
that.
idea.
Mala hoots.
I have an
Oh.
idea.
I second Mala.
Release the mongoose!
Guys, I have an idea.
Uh.
We exile Ricky.
That's heavy. We were talking about rats.
Yes, but here's the thing. From what I could gather, the axolotl is the lead. Wait, do I know the axolotl leader of the rats?
You've gathered.
Okay.
You've gathered from the gossip around town. Your wife filled you in on
axolotl
everything when you got
Is
back.
the leader of the rats. And from what I could gather, the axolotl is Ricky's familiar. We send Ricky away, the axolotl goes away. The axolotl goes away, the rats follow.
And what if it doesn't?
Well,
What if the axolotl continues to plague us? We must stand and fight against it, the rats and the
you
axolotl.
sure he defeated our greatest crossbow slinger?
Yes. But surely they can't beat all of us. If we rush them all together as a town, as a community, fighting for our freedom. We've fought
Get you an
orcs.
idea.
Okay.
We fought giants.
Riding
We can fight the rats.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
ultimate rat
Do
defeating
you know?
weapon.
Okay.
We
Do you
have
know how
weapons of
fast
mass
rats
destruction.
breed?
We can breed faster.
Wow.
What?
So humans cannot outbreed rats.
No.
The orcs look at each other like, yeah, we can.
What?
I don't want to know.
By the time
That's
the
how
year
we've
ends,
survived all these years.
by the time the rats end is going, by the time the year end is going to be 1,000 rats for every member of this town.
That's a risk we're going to have to take.
The rats are
It's about Kroomsh's father-in-law gets up. He's like, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to hide in my house, waiting for these rats to come for me. I am a man of action, and he pulls out the wand of wonder.
Yes.
I'm going to deal with these rats on my terms.
He just runs out.
He runs out the door.
And then you see, like, in the open door, just like
I'm
a
going
And you
to
see
follow.
flashes up.
Kroomsh the Mangler go, Dad, no, no. He's on a cane. He's not going very fast. But
I'm imagining, guys, I'm imagining the moment he gets to the door, he opens up, there's like a horde of rats outside, all individually with a tiny crossbow pointed at him.
Surly Arental says, like, people, it's just rats and a familiar. The familiar is fairly intelligent, but it's just rats. So we're not dealing with a unified army here. Can we treat this realistically? Then we cut to Apollo walking slowly on both legs in front of his rat legion.
You hear in the distance.
They're all in lines. It's somewhere in it's location unknown as to where they are. He's holding his helmet under one tiny little axolotl paw.
And he has a baton.
Yeah. And
It's
he's
like General Patton.
the rats are all standing at attention.
God.
You all have tiny shields and
In the
shields.
meantime, two
They have
sentries
tiny-
outside get taken down by a mongoose, and then owl flies by.
They all have like tiny weapons, like tiny crossbows and tiny swords and shields. And, like,
Mongoose
little
holding
helmets.
2 scimitars comes out like.
And he goes up to one, looks it in the eye, and it's kind of shaking a little bit, like.
This is what we've been reduced to.
Yeah, it really has been.
And he straightens up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you'd asked me where this campaign would be a year ago,
Not here.
look, everything that has happened up to this point has just been
Amazing.
one insane thing after the next, man.
Yeah.
Oh god. I had another issue I was gonna bring up and forgot. Son of a bitch. No, we're done with that scene.
Something to do with Gregory Phillips?
No, I
Maybe?
mean,
Did he fuck
like-
someone else?
oh yeah, this guy's like, I would
Yes.
like to raise my bounty on Gregory Phillips from 50 silver
To one whole gold piece.
to 1 whole gold piece. Mm-hmm.
That's less.
What?
5 gold pieces, 6 gold pieces.
That's technically more.
Yeah,
By 1 gold.
I forgot.
Yeah.
For
I
10
forgot.
silver?
I forgot the transaction things.
10 to 1.
6 gold is nice.
All right, let it be known. The bounty on Gregory Phillips is now up to 6 gold.
Oh my god, by the time Blackbears come around, well, Gregory's got some bounty hunters going
There is a
after him.
bounty on you. Kenny didn't lie.
I think it's
True.
It's
pretty much
just
the
a
same
shit
for fitness,
bounty.
but calculate the currency for gold for Pathfinder, and anything like 1 gold is like $100. Like if you look at the value of things.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, continuing on.
They finish up their affairs, the town affairs. Basically, it ends with, we have heard your pleas. We have heard your calls for mercy. An exile is not unheard of. But we cannot, even if we did do so. We have not decided anything. We will continue to convene on this matter. But one thing we agree on, in the event of exile or slavery,
Wait, we slave people?
I don't know, whatever the hell you people wanted to make them go on a quest for you for.
That was community service.
What's the fucking difference?
Slavery means you don't feed them.
No?
Not necessarily.
Okay, you're not obligated to feed them.
I just like the idea of a Jeff Goldblum character in the room. It's like, prisoners with jobs. Not slaves. It's like slavery. It's like... These people carried powerful magic weapons and items. With the threat of one of our council members being at risk and suspect, these will not be released.
Ocean's 11 breakout time.
Also, Gosberg, we know you took his boots. You need to hand those over.
What? No, okay.
He's trying to get his speed back up to 30.
Honestly, honestly,
Not letting it
I was just keeping them just cause. I was gonna hand it out to the party. I was gonna keep the smoke though. I like the smoke.
We know you have Ricky shit.
Yeah.
Alright, what about...
No, they didn't arrest him without shoes. They know they arrested him without shoes. We saw you.
What
do it.
about the prisoners?
We are still debating on that. We will come to a decision before tomorrow night.
Fine.
There are some things, though, in that stuff that they need. They've deserved. They've earned.
Clum, Degree, looks at you and says, "Did they earn the lockpicks that they used to break into that house? And the time before that? Or are we talking about the bow? Or the quiver holding dozens upon dozens of arrows used to kill people? A sword with a razor's edge? Personally, not speaking for Wolfgang, speaking for myself, I feel much safer with those under lock and key. Meeting adjourned." And he
Alright.
gets up, and his nephew escorts him out.
Man. Damn it.
I have a question. So we're in a cell, and there's like our equipment's just like right out in front of us.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's in another
So
area.
it was somewhere else originally, and now you guys don't know where it is.
Oh, okay.
You never knew, honestly. But
Oh.
it was in the same building at one point. Could still be. You don't know. But later that night,
Mhm.
Gillis, accompanied by Degree, comes into the cell room. And Billy, still playing bodyguard.
If you had a chance to change.
And they set down a stool that Clum promptly sits on. Might we have a moment? Alone. Might I have a moment? Sir, you sure you want to do that? Yes, I'm sure. They can't hurt me.
You sure I can shoot a laser out of my hands? I used that to kill a guy yesterday.
Ricky.
What up?
You know what?
It
Fine,
was
get
not
yourself
just-
executed. I don't give a shit.
He can shoot spells out of his hands. I'll be fine. I'll holler if I need help.
As if he has
Let him
time
try.
to holler.
And he moves his jacket a little bit, and he shows you a heavy crossbow he's got under it.
I don't get it. That's supposed to threaten me because it's working. I just don't want to show that I pissed myself.
Show him wearing your yellow pants.
Should have worn my red pants.
Oh,
Oh, gross.
it's crazy shit they get
So-
into in those cults.
You had a bounty from Wolfgang. And you
Okay,
broke into his house and
I
you
did
killed
not
him.
know that.
Yes, I did. Yes, you did. I told you.
Yes, but I forgot.
Well, you're an idiot.
I know. That is why when you took advantage of me, it makes it worse.
I didn't take advantage of you. I asked if you would like
Shut
to
up,
accompany me.
both of you. You also had a note with my name on it. Would you care to explain?
I was handed a thing saying that you had a bounty on you.
I don't have a bounty on me as far as I know.
3,500 gold is a fair sum for you to not know about.
Gillis, can you come in here again? Truth him. And he casts the Zone of Truth.
Okay.
You just so tell the truth.
You need to make a wisdom save.
Put in the zone of truth, please.
Crunch the mangled.
Wisdom, right?
That's a natural 20.
The person who casts it does know
Thank
if
you.
they
Mhm.
succeed the save.
18.
Hmm?
18.
They both resisted it, sir. All right. Not going to get the truth out of these ones with magic, I suppose.
I can't get the
Just
truth
let it
out of
happen.
me.
Can you willingly fail it?
Sure.
Oh, then I willingly fail it. I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah.
Cool.
I will not.
So, There's no bounty on me. Not from a civilization, anyhow. Not from any city.
Really? Because I was...
You were handed an assassination contract, Tyler. Ralphix is your criminal contact.
No, I know. Is it not a bounty?
It's a little different.
That was an assassination
yeah.
contract.
Yeah, okay. Well, someone wants you dead.
Obviously.
And just because I had it doesn't mean I was going to kill you. If I was going to kill people...
Forgive me if I am not trusting of that statement.
Wait, Guilt knows I failed the...
Yeah, despite that. You say that now. I don't know. Despite all things, I like having... well...
That.
There are ways to tell lies, but I believe you for the moment. Sure. I don't know. I got mixed up in my own words.
just
That's
paranoid.
Eric. That's Eric the DM.
I'm like,
Forgive me.
Kroom's just seeing very suspicious.
Why are you talking about Kroomsh?
It's not Kroomsh.
Oh.
It's Plum.
Clumdiggery.
Plumdegree.
Clumdiggery.
Oh, I thought it was Crunch. That
No.
was there.
I have a
Wait,
question.
I'm confused.
Kroomsh the Mangler is an orc, former orc war chief, current baker. Plumdegree is an old dwarven man.
Okay. And
For
he's the one
everyone's
who the contract was out for.
Yes.
Okay,
I have a question.
Forgive an old dwarf his suspicions. What is your question?
So, like, who gave you the contract?
Yes, tell us, who gave you the contract?
An old coworker of mine.
Okay, what is his name so I could go and find him and smack him city?
His name is Ralphix, and he's not here. Good luck finding him.
I have my
What does
ways.
he look like?
He's a tiefling. He's average height, fancy looking.
And what does he do?
What does he do?
Yes, he gave you a contract.
I used to work with him in a guild.
What kind of guild?
A potter's guild. What do you think?
Assassin's Guild.
Yes. Thank you, Ricky.
You are very welcome. We are grown-ass people together.
God.
This
He handed me the contract and said to think about it. He wouldn't let me walk away without taking the contract. I didn't say I accepted or declined it. I was going to do some investigating on my own to determine whether or not it was a valid contract.
Whether or not you wanted to kill me in this game.
I never wanted to kill Wolfgang. I wanted to bring him back to Stolheim to face the proper punishment. The bounty was dead or alive, and I'm trying to at least do a little bit better. I admit it was a mistake to bring Ricky along, but I needed someone's help, and Ricky is the only person I know that is more...
Grabbable and usable.
Not bribable. I said you are the one with the most clear code of honor. You'd
Wait,
be the
really?
one that's most you'd be the one that's most upset about a murderer living in your town.
You know, I was a cultist and I have done some crazy shit, right?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. That's because you don't take the time to learn from the people you work with.
I was working
God.
with you for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. And look what that got you.
Look where it got both of us, to be fair.
Yeah, but the thing is, I had been to jail before and I got out.
Oh my God, I'm gonna go in there and shoot him again.
I'm sorry, look where that got you was the best possible comeback to that. Actually, I mean, it's a self-burn.
Shows you to
But
try and be friends
Shows
with
you
me.
to trust me, dumbass.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, what the fuck?
Shows you to try and include me.
Come, if anything, I was more intrigued by the fact that someone who has never been this far out in the sticks would hand me a contract this high for someone like you. I was trying to do my due diligence and figure out why someone would offer that much for you. It's no offense against you, but from what I can tell, you just mind your own business in front of a shop all day.
And I was going to be paid for doing something.
Yes, you were going to get some of the bounty on bringing...
So you are bribing me.
That,
It's not a bribe.
Tell
That's
me.
not bribery.
If you had gotten around to investigating me, I'm assuming you didn't due to the fact that that tiefling passed by exactly a few days ago. I remember seeing him. Yes. And then the Wolfgang incident happened not far after. So, what would you have done exactly to investigate me? Would you have broken into my home as well?
No, I consulted Arentol, actually.
You have to tell the truth, mind you.
I did.
Okay. Because you totally just broke into someone else's house, so...
No, I'm saying I talked to Arentol about Clum. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but would you have broken into his house? You are compelled to tell the truth.
No, I know. Honestly, no, I would have talked to you about it. Wolfgang's situation was different. It was a bounty for a clear crime. Whereas yours was, as you stated, a contract. So, it's a different circumstance. Breaking into your house wouldn't have proved anything. The most valuable information I could have gathered was from you.
An assassin who talks to his victims first.
That's what you call a serial killer.
Oh my
Zaphrab is like listening at the window and they're like, what?
I'm using scrying. No.
Mordenkainen and Zaphrab are just like sitting at his crystal ball like fucking eating popcorn.
Sadly, only lasts for 10 minutes.
It's like, oh, I got plenty of slots. Don't worry, we're fine.
I have enough. Just don't worry about
I
it.
got enough fifth level slots. Trust me, we
I
got
can
it.
watch it in time. I can watch it in time first.
We got an hour's worth of material if it goes on that long. Canonically, that's what's happening now. But I would like to resolve the fucking Kroomsh's father-in-law situation.
Oh god.
Let me find fucking Wonder
Is
Rope.
still going out to go fight the rats?
Fuck yes.
He's just an old orc man who's like...
He's a human. It's his
Honestly,
father-in-law.
Oh, he's human, okay.
honestly, if there was a victim of the rats, it would be Groom, just because that would be the only type of person besides a child that they would be able to kill. Because the rats are tiny. If they're gonna kill anyone, it might as well be an old man. Otherwise,
Kroomsh is not an old man.
it wouldn't
Kroomsh
be
is an orc
Kroomsh.
war chief. You know this.
I thought it was his father-in-law.
It is his father-in-law. His father-in-law's name is not Kroomsh.
Oh, okay.
7 charges. Okay. It's like, come out here, you rat bastards! And like, there's a cloud of rats. And it's like, ha! And a cloud of butterflies appears.
God damn it.
The area becomes heavily obscured. Rats are going everywhere. He's like, God damn it! I will end this threat to my family. 36.
God.
All right, let's roll another D100.
Oh god.
36 just a reroll?
No, it's a special effect. An elephant appears.
God.
Oh dear God, no!
It's trying not to step on the rats. He's like, destroy them, damn it!
The rats are fast enough to run around the freaking thing.
Also, the reason why elephants are scary mice because they're afraid that they're gonna crawl into their trunks.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think because of the movement.
Yeah.
I think they're just spooked by the movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because elephants smart.
It's something small.
Yeah. Because to my knowledge, elephants don't really have that good eyesight.
Yeah.
They have great hearing.
They also essentially have like tremor sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then he shrinks himself.
Oh, he's what?
Now he's a tiny old man, and then he goes, ah, rats! And then there's a fireball that takes care of a bunch of the butterflies.
Oh my god! This fucking madman is running around with a loaded gun.
How many rats are still going at him?
After the fireball and the elephants, that's panic, and the rats are retreating. And that man is hailed as a hero.
A tiny hero.
Behind him, what he doesn't know.
It's like 10 minutes later, they dissipate. Oh god,
I'm
does
just
the elephant stick around?
I'm just imagining while he's tiny. What's happening? He thinks he's a hero. The rats are retreating, and suddenly Apollo shows up behind him and just whispers.
No, circuses are horrible.
What about zoo?
That's acceptable.
Wild Animal Park.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
So wait, no one's gonna care about the elephant rampaging across the city or town?
I mean, I would, but I'm in fucking jail, man.
What the fuck is that noise?
I mean, we could Edison the elephants.
The hell does that mean? The fuck does that mean, Jordan? He just turns to me and goes, "We can Edison the elephants." I'm like, what does that mean?
Oh, I get it. I'm fine.
What is Edison the elephants? What are you talking
Thomas
about?
Edison bought a circus elephant just to kill it with electricity, just to prove that Nikola Tesla's method of electricity was shit.
Well, it was to basically show
Okay.
the dangers of alternating
Yeah.
currents.
Yeah.
Mordenkainen goes outside and he's like, nope, and turns the elephant into a snail. He's like, I am going to put this somewhere safer.
In a jar.
It's like, I will be teleporting, Zafrab. You may continue watching the scrying orb without me. I am going south and possibly to a different continent where elephants actually exist.
Okay.
Cool.
Hold down the fort, tell me what I miss.
Alright.
He goes up to his teleportation circle and disappears. And now the elephant situation is dealt with.
Meanwhile,
Because
back
it
in the
turns out those things don't disappear after a certain amount of time.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a chance of a rat, a rhino, or an elephant, and there's no mention.
Oh my god, if it had been a rat.
I was suspecting that. I'm like, it's gonna add one more rat to the fray.
But that rat's actually a
That
double
rat's a
agent.
traitor.
Yeah, he's a double agent rat.
That's the funny thing. They don't obey your commands at all. It's a neutral elephant.
That's funny.
It's just a random animal that just acts as it normally would.
Imagine if that rat decides to topple Apollo's rat army.
It becomes the leader.
Becomes the leader.
Well, that rat doesn't exist. That hypothetical rat doesn't exist. It was an elephant. Moving.
Meanwhile, back in the clink.
Meanwhile, back in the clink, you hear the stomping of an elephant go by.
What was that?
What the hell?
I look outside the cell. What?
You don't see it. Not on that end.
Okay.
Not from the window.
I don't see anything. Someone open the cell door so I can go to that side and look.
Ricky, just sit down.
Why?
I don't know, fuck it, do whatever you want, I don't care.
Yeah! Ricky is his own man!
Start stripping.
No.
My eyes!
He just starts. Ah!
He's got man titties.
I've seen dismembered corpses, and that's the most disturbing thing I've seen in my life.
Oh. Ricky,
What up?
why did you kill Wolfgang?
What?
I'm not laughing in character, I'm just laughing.
Remember, you got, unless you choose to fail, did you choose to fail?
No, I did not choose
Okay.
to fail. I
Why
resisted.
Okay, cool. Why did you kill Wolfgang?
Because it was a warning blast!
A warning blast that killed him.
Yeah, what do you think I was gonna do? Fire and miss? That is not a warning shot!
That's
No!
exactly what a warning shot is.
No, see, that just proves you're a horrible shot. You fire someone, you hit them, that's a warning shot.
And why did you agree to help this one?
Because I was being paid!
You offered him payment for his services.
I said if he helped me bring Wolfgang to Stolheim, he would get half of what the bounty was.
You were gonna bring Ricky to Stahlheim? That's not him, that's Eric. Like, I told you I wanted him to stay at Nutwood, damn it. God damn it. You know what? How many more games are we gonna have to deal with Ricky because you tagged him along? God damn it. Okay. This is the best scenario. We didn't need to deal with Ricky next time. I'm sorry, I'm fucking around.
Well,
So what other questions do you have?
Oh, I'm thinking them up.
Okay.
It's improv.
Now I have a question for you.
What?
Who do you think would want you dead?
What? Is the airspeed velocity of the sword?
There are absolutely some people. Huh? What, Meg?
Sorry.
Okay. There are, I imagine, a few people.
Okay.
Would you care for these people to be dealt with?
I will
would
murder
you-
as many people as it takes in order to prove my innocence.
You might find that hard to do.
Or would you like to at least know specifically which one did it?
Cause I will murder them too.
Ricky, stop talking.
I've learned all I need. Have a wonderful night.
You know.
And he leaves.
Okay.
You know, worst case scenario, I could just thunder step out of here and go invisible.
You can what?
What?
What do you mean thunderstep
Son of a
out?
bitch.
Gillis!
Yes?
Can you come here for a minute?
Huh? He could have escaped this entire time. God damn it, Andy!
Wait, thunderstep lets you move?
As long as
Yeah.
you're
Yes.
in line of sight, and there's a window in my cell.
Is there a room without windows you can put him in? Out of curiosity.
Why?
Cause I can thunder step away and turn invisible.
Yes, that.
What the hell is a thunderstep?
Thunder step in the building.
I'm not. Eric
he-
knows
he-
what it is. This is
he's
Gillis
asking-
Wait,
you can
is the
show him.
door open? 'Cause
The
Jax
dog.
is out.
The dog is allowed outside.
Okay.
You can show him.
Thunder step is an ability where I can teleport about 90 feet or ish away from the location that I can see.
And
You
the only
can
reason
teleport.
Yep.
The only reason he didn't do it is because he's
Why don't you show
dumb and
us?
forgot.
Well, no, the only reason I didn't do it because if I did, you would probably rat out on me. Also, I need to collect my axolotl.
Ricky could have escaped any time.
I mean, you want me to do it right now? I'll do it right now.
Do not do it right now. However, I thank you for not escaping.
Yeah, no problem.
Cast silence.
Oh my god. Don't go anywhere.
Hey,
Hmm?
look, we trust each other. I trust you.
I do
enough-
not trust you.
I trust you enough to tell you my escape plan, and you trust me not to do it.
He's still talking.
Hogar, if you hear anything that sounds remotely like thunder, Ricky has escaped. Let the boys know.
Oh my god, imagine if there's a thunderstorm that happened literally the next day.
Can you carry someone with you
Yep,
when you do that?
yep.
He
It has
can
to-
carry another prisoner with him, or the axolotl.
It has to be willing, right?
Yeah.
Not letting you.
It's like, I will die in this cell.
Before I let you take me with
I will take the thunder damage.
I will
I
take it
choose
like a
death.
badge of honor, and I will sit here. I am not trying to piss off the town more.
Good choice.
Thank you, Jordan.
Well, wow.
Well, we certainly got waylaid more than I thought we would.
Hello, dog.
Hello, Duke.
But alright, I think since it's fucking cold and dark,
Yeah.
Thank you, Meg.
we will end here on a cliffhanger,
Dun dun dun.
so the dungeon master can decide what the fuck happens and weigh everything you said,
Yeah.
decide what these characters would do, and see what happens.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Next time, what will happen to Ricky and Karina?